think I know most of you, but so I'm Richard Gunton, and I'm the chair of the trustees of Thinking Faith Network, and I'm very pleased that that I do know many of you from various places, and some of the other trustees are here with us. But it's especially exciting that there are people from various other parts of the world who are joining us online. So we're a large community here. I'm really excited about this book that we are going to be launching and hearing about this afternoon. And so I'd just like to, basically, I'm just here to introduce the key people who have made this book project possible and who have made it happen. So we're going to hear, as it says in your programs, we're going to, first of all, hear from representative from Amsterdam University Press, and I think that will be Jan Peter, and then we're going to hear from Martin, who's with us, and then Gerrit, who's also with us, and then Suzanne, the illustrator of the book, who will join us online, and finally from David Hansen, who's with the translation. So it's an exciting book project. We will hear quite a lot about it as we go through, and also as we hear about the plans for an international project where it gets translated into more languages. But what we have here and on the book table is the English translation, The Intellectual Legacy of Herman Dooyeweerd, translating the original Dutch, which I think was published in the summer. Was it May, June? Yes, and there was a fantastic launch event in the Netherlands for the Dutch version back then. We have both Mirte Liebrechts and Jan Peter Wissink with us, and I think it's going to be Jan Peter who's going to talk to us just for a few moments about Amsterdam University Press's vision in producing this book and the bigger global context for that. So, Jan Peter, over to you now. Thank you very much for joining us.
Heartily welcome also from the Netherlands. I'm based in Leiden myself, which is half an hour to the south of Amsterdam. And I would like to briefly introduce the publishing house to you and the significance of theology and religion within our publishing program. So we publish, we have a Dutch trade publishing site, which also publishes on Christianity, on Judaism, on religious studies, mostly by scholars, but also by journalists. We reach the local market in Belgium and the Netherlands. And next to that, we have a bigger publishing program in English. We have quite a few journals. We have 50 in all. And I will just list a few of them which touch on also theology and religion. And we have academic monographs, which have literally a global reach. So they reach all corners of the world because we use the distribution, marketing, and sales force of Taylor and Francis, which is one of the biggest publishers worldwide in the humanities and social sciences. So for the English language, we are all set, so to speak, to reach all corners of the world, and that is also what we do. I have two books in front of me, the Dutch version and the English version. As you can see, the English version is only just available in paper. It will take a few weeks, I guess, to have the open access version available. Next to the paper version, we also publish everything we have in a digital format. And for these two publications, the Dutch and the English version, they are also available online. So there is no barrier except that you have to have an internet connection to be able to download or see on screen the publication. So that's a big thank you also to the funders of this book, who made the open access version also available for everyone. So coming back to the program, so we try, my academic background myself is theology. I studied theology at the State University in Groningen, and throughout my publishing life, I never worked as a theologian, but I was always within the publishing industry. I always took it on me to publish on philosophy, on theology, and on biblical studies, because I think that is an important part within the humanities that is oftentimes neglected. And I think it is one of the focuses within Amsterdam University Press and the trade publishing side to pay attention to this part of human tradition and human thought. So when this project was suggested to me, it is indeed very welcome, I think, and it finds a good home at Amsterdam University Press. And I've just read this morning the paper on Dooyeweerd on World Tour, and I like enormously the ambition to make this the findings and in many languages. So at another occasion I would be very happy to discuss it. But to give you an impression what we publish already, we have the Yearbook of Contextual Biblical Interpretation, which offers an international, interdisciplinary, and innovative platform for scholarly research in the field of contextual biblical interpretation. We have the European Journal of Theology, which welcomes articles on any area of theology by evangelical theologians. Then we have the Nederlands tijdschrift, the NTT, but it's now an English publication, the Journal for Theology and the Study of Religion. We have a journal called Trajecta, Religion, Culture and Society in the Low Countries. But we have also little books or big illustrated works, sometimes also translations like the Rijnbijbel, the oldest illustrated manuscript in Dutch. And we have also academic historical studies like Pagan and Christians in late Roman Empire, Christian networks in the Ottoman Empire, and saints of the Christianization age of Central Europe, religion in the New Europe, and also beautifully illustrated work on the Reformation period itself. What is quite interesting in this context, I think, and also for Dooyeweerd project, if you take it on tour, that we have experiments in what we call the open educational resource. So by having the two publications already in open access, I think we can also convert not only the current work, but also build on this work further by making available courses that scholars worldwide could be tapping into. So I think that gives you some idea of what we do. We are a smaller publishing house. We are roughly 30 people on the payroll. A lot of them are what we call commissioning editors, and we provide all kinds of language editing and peer reviewing processes. And we consider ourselves as a service provider for the scholarly community worldwide. So thank you very much for having me here and having the opportunity to say something about Amsterdam University Press.